players, take your marks. Set.
Hello everyone, we're back. Thank you for joining us on the third episode of Hawkeye. Today's episode we're looking at school, local, and national news, sports, and events.
Eddie, get out of my chair. Now let's look at some highlights. We had a robotics tournament last Saturday. What a fun event. Next week is Spirit Week. On October 29th, we have Pajama Day. On the 30th, we have Red Day. On the 31st, we have Halloween. On November 1st, we have Crazy Sock or Hair. And November 2nd, we have Spirit Day. Let's take a look at this week's Spotlight on Excellence from Web Crew.
Miss Strack, you were chosen to be Mesa's first spotlight. How long have you been doing, do you do any sports, and how long have you been doing sports?
Yes, I do sports. I'm a competitive distance runner, and I also like to horseback ride and wakeboard and hike and downhill ski. Pretty much anything active I love to do.
So we know you have kids. What's your family like?
I have a 7-year-old daughter named Kalia and a 10-year-old son named Makai. They both go to Bellevue in Avila, and my husband is a continuation teacher in Orchid. He works at Delta, and we live a very active lifestyle.
What were some schools you taught at before, and what schools did you go to?
Okay, so I taught my first year of teaching, I taught at Rigetti High School over 10 years ago. And then I moved on to Ocean View and Oceano, and then I had my 2 babies, so I've been home for 10 years. And I attended Cal Poly for kinesiology for my bachelor's, and then I also just recently got my master's in kinesiology.
What's your inspiration for teaching?
My inspiration for teaching is the students. I love working with the students. I love seeing them grow. I love motivating them to be more physically active and healthy. And pretty much that's why I'm here.
What are you most excited for at Mesa?
I'm really excited to get to know the students better. We did some goal setting in health, so one of my goals was to get to know or make connections with each and every student in every one of my classes. And for me, just learning names is tough, so I'm really working on that. And I'm also excited to get to know the staff. Mesa has a really, really fun staff, and I haven't had much time to get to know them, but I look forward to doing that in the future.
Jameson, you're always criticizing me for taking the attention, but you're the one that's always looking for attention.
Marcus.
You feel me? For this week, we have the Lisa Simpson coffee meme. This is used to represent people and them taking in things that they really like, but presented in a way that makes it seem like a guilty pleasure. I told you your attention.
The 2018 Clam Festival is extra special this year for the city of Pismo Beach. The event marked the grand reopening of the iconic Pismo Beach Pier. The Mesa Band and Cheer also marched in the Clam Festival parade Saturday morning. On October 15th, Grover Beach Elementary was placed on lockdown. Teachers found a bottle containing a suspicious substance. All students spent the day safely in their classrooms. There's yet to be a determination of what was actually in the bottle. Hurricane Michael was a Category 4 hurricane. The damages costed about $8 billion. It was the third Atlantic hurricane to make landfall this year. This month is Digital Citizenship Month. We had a showing of screenagers last week. It was very enlightening. Let's remember to think about what we do before we post it.
Last week we hosted the Mesa Challenge. It was the largest race of the year. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. Now let's hear from the meet organizer, Mr. Dansby.
Can you tell us a bit about the Mesa Challenge?
The Mesa Challenge is a run, a 1.25 mile run around Napomo Park. It's been around for a while, I'm not sure exactly how long. It's kind of a nice course. We've gotten a lot of feedback from it because it has trails, it has the grass in the park, and then of course the challenging dunes.
What makes it so special?
I think what makes it special is Mr. Norlock has actually started this in the 90s at some point in time, and then I ended up taking it over. Yeah, it's probably one of the longest existing races around, and I think what makes it special is we people just like it, and we get almost 400 runners every year.
Can you give us a couple of memorable moments?
Well, back in my younger days, when I first came here and started, I remember a moment for me was when I was kind of the rabbit. So I used to kind of lead the kids through the course. I had a 100-meter start, and one of the very first races was 7th grade, and Jordan Hosea was one of the runners in there. I didn't know her at the time, but she was super fast. She's an Olympian runner, caliber runner now, but this is back when she was in 7th grade. I was the rabbit and I had a 100-meter start, a pretty fast runner. And about halfway through the course, I had a walkie-talkie in my hand, and I go, there's this girl with long blonde hair that's going to pass me really soon. So that was kind of a memorable moment for me. And Jordan Hosea actually holds the record of 6 minutes 52 seconds, the course record for boys and girls.
What's your favorite thing about the Mesa Challenge?
My favorite thing is that again a lot of kids run it. It's a group effort. The cross-country coaches need to help. The Mesa Athletic Club needs to help. Lots of people, lots of volunteers, and administration. So we all, and teachers that volunteer, we all have to come together for this event to make it run.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mesa came in 2nd overall. Great job, Hawks. Now let's see our top 8th grade Hawks have to say about the event. We have Kaden and Anthony with us. Kaden was Mesa's top 8th grade girl finisher, coming in 2nd place overall, and Anthony won the boys' 8th grade race.
What is your favorite thing about cross country?
Running. Winning medals.
Me, like after the race, like when it's done.
What is your favorite sports besides cross country?
Basketball.
Basketball.
What do you like most about the Mesa Challenge?
The course. The course was cool.
I got 2nd place.
I got first.
I got a medal too, but he just decided to bring it.
What is your favorite movie?
Deadpool.
Jurassic Park, probably. I don't really know. I don't really watch movies that much.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I'm gonna go to the army after high school.
I don't really know, but I want to graduate college or go to college at least.
Alright, Mesa, thank you for watching. We'll see you all later.
The medal I won.
Containing a suspicious substance.
Now let's hear from the meet organizer,
Self-explanatory. This one I got it for having kids, and you know they're in college now.